Alright, so we are back, and we're here to have a good time. Killing some bosses, right? We're gonna hop right into it, but, you know, if you got any feedback, right? Anything you want to let me know. If you enjoy what you're watching here, if you like the boss kills, you like the whatever it is, you know, just drop a comment down there and let me know, right? That would be great. So here we have the Highroad Cave. It's way up here in the north part of Limgrave. And it's going to have the Guardian Golem boss. Quote-unquote boss. It's really just a regular enemy. But so there's nothing too special here. We're just looking for these little weak points that he has on his legs. They look like where you can see the little lava coming out. Oh, I switched into the leather armor set, by the way. Because that's what I wanted to do. He's just got a whole bunch of, you know, slam attacks with his weapon, and he can stomp with his feet. You know, most of his stuff is relatively slow, although not that much delay, really. When you see the attack coming, you know, there's probably enough delay to roll catch you, but there's not a ton of delay. Anyway, we're going for the weak spots. You'll know when you're hitting a weak spot, because it does a very different sound from a non-weak spot. And it makes the little lava burst like out of him when you hit him. They have a ridiculous absolute ton of HP, but they make up for that with the weak spots, right? You hit the weak spot and you do like more than double the damage that you really should. So if you don't hit the weak spot, you're gonna have a bad time, and it's gonna take a long time. And I actually miss the weak spots in this fight a lot for some reason. He can also do this really cool fire breath on the ground attack, so if you see him like suddenly kneel down, that's what's going to happen, so don't stand behind him. Yeah, I keep missing the weak spots. What's the deal? I don't know. I don't know why I had such a hard time with it with this spell. But yeah, this fight took me a little longer than I was happy with. I think we're just going to speed towards the end here. And we're finally at the end. He's finally dead. Thank goodness. That took forever. And we get a blue dancer charm for all of our effort. Thank you. And we are here in the Impaler's Catacombs next for another Erdtree burial watchdog. But this one has got a twist. Ooh, you can't really see it well yet, but oh, there you go. There's some little imps in here that make this fight a real son of a bitch. This is not the first time we've seen the Erdtree burial watchdog, right? So I'll link down below to the first time that we fought him, where we go over all of his moves and stuff like that. But of course, the real fight here is that you're with 4 imps in addition to him, right? And these imps, I mean, you know, 1 imp is like kind of annoying, but whatever. 2 imps is like, that's pretty annoying. 4 imps is really annoying. 4 imps plus a boss is like, fuck, right? Like, okay, fine, whatever, we'll do it, right? This is a great fight to summon some spirit ashes, if you want to. Don't feel bad about that at all. I know people will say things about people, some people are very elitist about that kind of thing. This is a great fight to use spirit ashes if you want to. It also feels like the boss should hit the imps with some of his attacks, but he doesn't do that, so whatever, you know. We're also going to speed ahead on this one, and we'll cut back in on the end, just because this took a lot longer than I would really like it to because of all this dancing around. So we will see ya at the end. almost there. Ooh, that's scary at the end, because I have no healing flasks left. Yikes. But we got it. And we got a Demi-Human Ashes. And next, we have the Erdtree Avatar down here in the Weeping Peninsula. We're going to take a look at our gear real quick, because I've done something. Not just the leather armor, by the way. Something else. What could it be? I upgraded the finger seal. There's really no reason not to, right? It's just regular smithing stone ones at the anvil in the church. So just get a quick +3, a little bit extra damage. Let's do it. So under the minor Erdtrees, you're going to find these Erdtree avatars. And they're all pretty similar. Later on, they'll get a little bit of some extra stuff that they can do. So we'll get to that whenever we get to it. But they all have these same basic kind of swing combos that you'll see, you know, a little bit of delay, you get used to the timing, it is what it is. They've got this this butt slam, so that's one of the things that'll do more stuff later on. They do have surprisingly long range on some of their attacks, because he's got that pretty long weapon, right? And there's attacks like that where he kind of moves himself forward while he's doing it, so just be careful, right? I tend to fight these guys on Torrent because they're all outdoors, or almost all outdoors, I can't remember. But it's easier for me to fight them on Torrent because you don't really need to dodge their attacks, like roll them, right? You can just run away on Torrent and jump screw them, and that works out perfectly well. He also does this thing. Yeah. He actually does it twice in a row here. It doesn't normally go on this long, by the way. But yeah, those obviously they track you, right? So you just run kind of in a circle at a good enough distance around him, and they will all miss. They don't home in on you, they just track where your location is. And then he knocked me off my horse because I was being careless. And then you just get right back on your horse, right? And you get knocked off. We're trying to get used to using our new spell, Flame of Frenzy, and obviously we didn't respect him enough, right? And so we died. We paid the price for our disrespect. Came back and tried it again. So I got this spell, right, in the Weeping Peninsula, and it's really cool. From what I understand, it's really good. It just takes some getting used to. But also, you know, the classic Catch Flame is still really good, and so we just kill him with Catch Flame, no problem. And up next, we're in the Tombsward Catacombs for the Cemetary Shade. You'll see this guy a couple of times too. Not very often, there's not a ton of them, but there's a couple of these here and there. And man, they are creepy. They are just unpleasant. Like the way they move, their whole situation, I don't like it. Also, he kills me. He's got very fast attacks. He's got bleed, you know. Don't worry about that. He also has this, which turns into a grab attack, but I'm glad that this happened because, in case you didn't know, if you get hit by a grab attack or that, like which is a, you know, a paralyzed kind of whatever it is, and you spam some buttons, I don't know if it's any buttons, but I always use the shoulder and bumper buttons. But if you spam your buttons, you can get out of it early, and that's actually why I was able to get out of that before he did the thing that he normally does afterwards. But yeah, here's the rest of the fight. We're trying to use Flame of Frenzy. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to do this. This guy is way too fast to get hit by this spell. And then he hits me with that thing again, and you get to see what he does. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I almost died again. Yeah, this guy freaks me out. I don't know why. He's just so hard to hit. Weird movement and stuff. Ugh. Good. He's dead. Go away. And then we get Lhutel the Headless, which is a pretty good summon if you like using summons. He does take a lot of FP, though. So, and last but not least for today, we have the Ancient Hero of Zamor. We're still here in the Weeping Peninsula. He did cost a key to get into, so how about that? But he's in the Weeping Evergale, and we're gonna fight him. Trying to figure out what we want to do. That's a great start. We're off to a great start. Just kidding. Okay. So he's very dancey with his attacks. You can see he's swinging around a lot. Everything's pretty fast on this guy, right? So there's not a lot of delay or slowness that you see with some bosses. We got him down to 50%. He does this phase 2 thing, where he basically just gets frost on everything he does from here on. So that's cool. Still more dancing around. Yep. When he does that little kneel down, he's going to do a very quick charge up and attack you. And then he does this into a charge. We're calling that the Drunken Circle into a charge, because it's a weird, goofy swing around thing, and then he charges up at you. There's the charge. Yep, yep. When he does that, where he looks like he's going to blow you a kiss, he's blowing that frost on the ground. So you can just move to the side and then get some attacks on him, probably, if you're close enough. And we're almost dead, but so is he. Oh no, I thought we could burst him down. That's so sad. That's okay, we're back. So again, just very dancey stuff. He's like kind of hard to dodge, right? I don't know how to describe like getting used to dodging his attacks. I'm not really used to them. The way that he does his attacks quickly and combos and stuff like that, it really just, it makes me panic roll like every time he's doing something. So I know that's not very good, but yeah, there's some panic rolling right there. Very nice rolls, guy. Good job. You can also do this very close range version of the blowing the kiss animation, and then he does that as a big AoE that you just saw right there instead of the frost on the ground. There you go, we killed him. We got a Radagon Scarseal, which is actually a really good item. It is. So we are at the end for today. It's been a good one, right? Killed some bosses. If you are here with me, I'll love you. If you've had a good time here with me today and you feel like you might want to come back for more, right? You can click on that little subscribe button and you can watch whatever you want whenever you want to. To be fair, you can do that without clicking subscribe, so what do I know, right? But it would be great if you did. We've had a good time today. We are going to come back for next time. And I will see you later.